Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Erica, and I live in Abbotsford, British Columbia. And tonight we are going to talk about men's fitness and fat loss and how ketones can help with that journey. We're going to hear from a few people today, and I'm just going to start by introducing Chris out of Ottawa. And I'm just going to ask you, Chris, to introduce yourself a little bit about who you are and a little bit about a background before we share out tonight.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I am Chris. I do a lot of long distance running, obstacle course racing. I also do quite a bit of work in the gym just to support those two things. I did a lot of health and wellness technology research recently, and I just generally like to stay fit and eat healthy and support that with supplements, including ketones, actually.
Awesome. We're going to start before we talk to you again here, Chris, and we've got Pete joining us tonight as well. Let's just start with a video and educate ourselves a little bit about ketones and how they can help when it comes to better fitness and or fat loss goals. So, Chris, if you could cue the short video, thank you.
Say you're on a ketogenic diet, say you're taking ketones, right? There's other things involved like exercise. One of the biggest things we do in exercise is cardio, right? When we diet. A lot of people will just say, well, I'm just dieting. One of my friends just got married, and when he was getting ready for his wedding, he was doing a bunch of cardio. He's like, I just want to lose weight. And I said, are you lifting weights? He said, no, not really. I just want to lose weight. Of course, I saw him just like 2 weeks ago, and what happened? He kind of regained everything. Why? Well, first off, people think that it's very simple. If calories out are greater than calories in, we lose weight, right? It's that simple. I wish it were just that simple, but it's not. The calorie equation is important, but it's not everything. Why? Because when we do cardio or when we diet, we affect muscle and metabolism. And so this is a study where they looked at what happened to metabolism when you lifted weights. Metabolism goes up. When you just do cardio, metabolism goes down. But if you add weights to that, your metabolism goes up. So the point is you can't just rely on cardio. You need to do cardio and weights because muscle is a critical tissue. So the next question is, well, what type of cardio should I do? There's a ton of cardio out there. What's the best if I want to burn fat? And this is a lab that we work with Brian, Chris, and Prove It to do the research that you guys are seeing, right? So we're in the lab every single day looking at the impact of Prove It's exogenous ketones on performance, on body composition. What's the lesson that we can take home from this, right? What you want to do is interval training. One way to do it is you can walk and sprint, or you could cycle and sprint. Anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes of going low intensity, maybe for a minute, and then all out. Another way that you can do it is you can mimic this Wingate bike. You take your partner, you go on a spin bike, okay? You have no resistance on there. You pedal all out for about 10 seconds. Your partner cranks the resistance up immediately to a weight that's too hard to move without momentum, and you pedal anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds for 4 to 10 reps with 2 minutes rest between reps. In our lab, we found tremendous fat loss and muscle growth. So basically, when you're sprinting all the way out, you're losing the most fat and you're looking more lean.
Awesome. I just think that's a great way to kind of open up our conversation tonight. And I think I'm going to start with Pete. Pete took on the 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge, and you've had success in many ways through drinking ketones. So if you can take just a few minutes and share a little bit about your journey and what it's done for you, we'd appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Erica. Yeah, I started back in late January, early February, so started taking my ketones, and I noticed right away that I was starting to lose actually quite a bit of weight really fast, like 15 pounds in probably a couple of weeks. So I was really excited about that. And so I continued on with taking the ketones, and I'm now, in April here, and I hit the 30-pound mark. That's pretty excited. I'm down another jean size, and all my shirts are too big, and I'm really excited. And of course, now I'm setting my next goal to lose another 15 pounds, and hopefully I'll get there eventually, right? So it's pretty cool. But I really noticed it's my waistline that's disappearing, right? So my, that's pretty exciting. And My legs are skinnier. Everything's skinnier. It's just like, wow, my face and you know, my kids comment on it all the time. It's like, hey, you're getting skinny, right? So it's cool. I love it. So
It's awesome. And I see that glow too, right? Often there's just other things that people notice about you too, whether it's skin and, you know, it's the whole package deal and energy. I know you have a very physical job and grateful that you could join us today because I know you've been working some long days. So, you know, it's definitely, you know, helped you on that in that regard as well. Can you comment a little bit about that?
yep, I can. So I actually I grow flowers here in Abbotsford, and so which is can be long days. I start early in the morning a lot of times, and have to continue till, you know, putting in 14-hour days, and I'm able to do that with drinking the ketones a lot easier because I've got more energy. I don't always end up taking my second ketone in the day, but when I do, it definitely gives me some extra energy for the evening, which is great. So, but yeah, I'm doing 10 to 15,000 steps just walking for my job alone, and then the physical labor on top of that, and I'm able to do it all, and I'm pretty excited. So.
That's awesome. And you started a bit of a trend in your family as well. So your wife was pretty quick to join and take advantage of what the ketones had offered you in your health. Thank you so much, Pete. So I'm going to kick it over to close our conversation tonight with Chris. And Chris, you've already introduced yourself, so I just want you to pick up where you left off and share with us what you appreciate and get out of the ketones and anything that would add value to our listeners tonight.
Absolutely. So in keeping with the idea that we're talking about, you know, the awesome team at Prove It and also the products that you guys sell, I guess I'll tell a story related to that, which is I actually do quite a bit of running. And so I was already, like, I guess I would say fairly lean in terms of body composition. But I did do the 10-day challenge with Jen, and I saw quite a bit of fat loss actually during that period. So I lost 7 pounds in the 10-day challenge. So I was pretty happy with that. I noticed the difference. Jen noticed the difference as well. And so that's never bad. And then I've continued to take 1 pack or 2 packs a day since, actually, just to keep things off. But I do augment it with all the other supplements that I take as well. So I mix it in, and I think that that's kind of a unique story, maybe amongst some of the customers, that I mix it in with various other supplements that help support the things that I do in the gym or out on the trail and things like that.
Excellent. Thank you so much. For those of you that have not been introduced to the ketone conversation, we are talking about, you know, a drink, exogenous ketones, and what it can do for you. So enjoy your Friday evening, everyone. And thank you again for joining us as guests tonight. Appreciate you.